Hi everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Headcases and Brain Farts. Today we're going to talk about CT scans, but before that, I again have to tell you, I'm not a medical professional, I'm nothing to do with the medical practice or anything. What I am is a fellow Brain Tumour Warrior who is on her own journey after being diagnosed in January in 2016. So, CT scans. Wow. There isn't really much to these, to be honest with you. If you can get through an MRI, a CT scan is nothing. It stands for computerized tomography. Tomography? I think that's how you say it. CTs use x-rays and a computer to take images from inside your body. It's used because CTs can see our organs, bones and our blood vessels. So they can pretty much see everything that an MRI can, but not quite as in as much detail. Now, instead of being a long tunnel, the only way to describe a CT machine is a giant donut. A giant ring donut. That is the best way to describe it. It is about a quarter of the length. It still has a hole in the middle, but the hole is much larger. So even though your head will still go inside, it is nowhere near as claustrophobic. Exactly the same as in episode 1 when I talked to you about MRIs. If at any point you feel claustrophobic or you think you're going to feel claustrophobic, talk to your GP in advance and then obviously tell the radiographer when you get there as well, and they will hopefully be really nice and sort of walk you through it. The really good thing about CTs is that they are half the time. They literally just last for a few minutes. You still might have to have contrast. That's the only bad thing. But again, it's usually given in injection form. They do occasionally in CT scans use a machine pump, which they will attach to the needle in your arm, and then they will just pump it in manually from next door. If that happens, don't worry, it's just another way of them getting the contrast into you rather than a direct injection. But again, it will do exactly as it did before. It will give you that warm, fuzzy feeling, and just remember, you don't actually really need the toilet, but feel free to clench if it makes you feel better. I personally found CT scans one of the least stressful tests that you'll go through. The MRIs probably are the most stressful, but like any test, you do it enough times, you get used to it, and you learn to adapt and learn to sort of get yourself ready and get yourself psyched up for it, if you like. CT scans on the whole list of things that you'll go through really are just a walk in the park. You know, you may find it stressful at first because you're not used to it. By the end of your journey, I promise you will be used to just about every test under the sun. Now, CTs are usually given if they suspect that you've had CSF leak, which is a cerebral spinal fluid leak. They're given usually if they want to monitor an infection that they think you might have caught. They can be used for all sorts of things, but those are usually the reasons that they're done. The only other reason they use them is to monitor the growth of a tumour, because they tend not to want to put you in an MRI all the time. So sometimes they'll switch out and they'll do a CT because they just want to see how far the tumour has progressed. If you're not sure why you're having the CT scan, please talk to the person that referred you. You have the right to know why you're going for whatever test it is they're sending you for. And if they haven't told you, or they didn't make it clear, or you just weren't in the right headspace to understand, please feel free to contact them. For your results, they will usually be sent back to the person that requested them. And again, I would give it about 3 weeks if you haven't heard anything about your results. Exactly the same for MRIs. Get in touch with whoever referred you and get them to chase it up. Now, the only thing extra that I will add to this is that if you're having any problems getting your results, and that does include going back to whoever referred you, if for some reason you can't get hold of them or they're saying they haven't had their results through, then the people you can contact are called PALs. There is a PALs in every hospital, and they are designed to help patients get through any issues that they're having with a particular hospital or a particular doctor, or even just chasing up results because they haven't had them. That's what they're there for. Make use of them. So if you just contact the local hospital that you want to talk to and just ask whoever is on reception to put you through to pals. Usually they have an office in the building. You can also go in and visit them. So please don't hesitate to ask for their help if you need it. That's it for CT scans. Today was a short and sweet episode on purpose, because today I want to talk to you about two very, very special people to me. This is our mystery spot. As I said to you last week, we're going to talk about people that can make you laugh, people that can hopefully cheer you up after such a depressing conversation. And today we're going to talk about Rhett Link. Now, these two comedians, YouTubers, are very special to me because they helped me discover what life was all about again. After going through several of the complications that I did, I really struggled with depression. I came home and I was left to my own devices. I struggled with my recovery, with tiredness, with an infection that I'd got long term, and an eventual hole in my head, which we'll get into in a later episode. I really just didn't know what to do with myself. There was nowhere for me to go because I wasn't really allowed out much because of the infection. I had nurses coming to see me every other day to change dressings and things, and I just had lost all sense of the person that I was before this tumour took over my life. And Rhett and Link, well, they helped me to see the funny side of things again. Rhett and Link are two US comedians that met in middle school. What we would term primary school, I think it sort of works out to. And they made a blood oath when they were younger to do something amazing with their lives, to do something that stood out. And I think they've done that now. They started a YouTube channel out of their garage, and they now have 12 million subscribers on YouTube. That's how good they are. They do funny music songs, a show called Good Mythical Morning, which is on Monday to Friday. Don't miss that. It's really worth your time. And somewhere here, they have a book. A YouTuber with a book. I know it's a terrible story, but they do have a book and it is worth getting. And it's called Rhett and Link's Book of Mythicality, a field guide to curiosity, creativity and tomfoolery. Now, this is incredibly funny. There's all sorts of things in here. There's even a board game, for crying out loud. I mean, a book with a board game. What more do I need to say? So, give them a look up. I promise these are two people that you won't regret letting into your lives. I certainly didn't. They picked me up. They helped me find a focus, and they gave me the idea to start this up. If I couldn't help myself, maybe I could help other people. And actually, by helping other people, I think I am helping myself. So, as per before, you will find all the details in the comment section below. So please look, and that's it for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And please take care of yourselves. I hope to see you next week. Bye.